If you ever find yourself lying there wide awake at night and you desperately want to get to sleep, like I used to for many, many years, your mind might be going over 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. It's thinking about things that you should have done maybe in the past. It's thinking about things that you should be doing in the future. And a wonderful lady taught me this technique many years ago. And from day one, even though it only takes a few minutes to do just before you go to bed, it totally changed my life. So in this video, I'm going to go over the technique itself and how to get the most from it, but also a couple of areas of concern, again, should you choose to use it just before you go to bed. So firstly, as mentioned, the technique only takes a few minutes to do. Anxiety is a painful pre-projection of a future event. And then if your mind is going over 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, your protective self can jump in, trying to help you out, but trying to resolve these challenges that are just being made up again and again and again. The more creative your mind becomes, the more challenges you can seem to have in your anxiety-based thoughts. So the challenge that is being posed to your protector self is it's your creative mind creating more and more anxieties, and then they're going over and over and over in your mind. But why does all this happen while you're trying to get to sleep? Well, the reason for this, or one of the reasons for it, is as you're led there and you're trying to shut down, you've got different parts of your mind. We're going to focus on two here. There's your conscious mind and your subconscious mind. Your conscious mind is logical and rational. That can see today as it is. But your subconscious mind is very creative. Now, the last place you want anxiety thoughts to be in just before you try to get to sleep is your creative mind, because it can't stop. All it does is it thinks about an anxiety and then maybe produces 5 more to try to help you become more aware. That's why you get this flood of thoughts over and over. So what we need to do is to start putting these thoughts back into your conscious mind. Now, if you just try to run them through your conscious mind while you're trying to get to sleep, it will very often go back into your subconscious mind because your conscious mind's trying to shut down as you're trying to get to sleep. So the technique is as follows. About maybe an hour before you go to bed, or maybe just before you go to bed, it could be when you're just about to go to bed, whichever one feels right for you. And what you're going to do is sit there and you can either talk it out loud or say it under your breath, again, depending on if you've got people around you. Or it could be that you just write it down, get your journal out and just start writing it down. And what you're doing is you're listening for those thoughts. So you're wide awake, you're conscious and present tense, and you listen to those thoughts. It could be about your work, it could be about your social life, or it could be about your fitness goals, whatever it may be. Now, I found it better talking it out for me, but that's only me. Other people find it easier to write them down. But what you're doing here is you're getting all of these thoughts out so your conscious mind can see them. Now, once they're out in your voice or in your journal, it stops that process from happening because your protector self knows that you are consciously aware of these thoughts as they're going round. The content or information in these videos is for educational and informational purposes only. You see, your protector self will start trying to resolve these challenges because it's not too sure that you're consciously aware of them. Hence why it's going into your subconscious just before you go to sleep, and then your protector self tries to resolve them. But because your thoughts are going through your subconscious, more and more anxiety-based thoughts or things that you should do keep getting reproduced, and it cannot keep up. Now, this technique doesn't have to take a long time. It can take maybe 2 minutes or maybe 10 or 15 minutes, whatever feels right for you. So maybe just start off with a couple of minutes and then maybe build it up from there. But as mentioned earlier, there is something that you need to be aware of should you do this technique. Because what happens is, as the mind starts to go over anxiety-based thoughts, again, it could go into the subconscious mind and start trying to reproduce them. The technique here is not to keep digging and digging and digging into more and more anxiety thoughts. Is to listen to the thoughts that are coming through for you right now and only write those down or only speak those out and leave it at that. If you are writing them down, what you can do is you can say, tomorrow I will address these anxieties. Or if you're talking out, you could say to yourself, thank you for this information, and tomorrow I will address these concerns. Because the last thing you want to do is keep going back into your subconscious mind, because your subconscious mind will keep recreating more and more anxieties for you to deal with. So again, as summary, the technique is sit there either an hour or half an hour, 10 minutes before you go to bed. Listen to your thoughts and then let them come to the surface. Listen to, is it about your work life? Is it about your home life? Is it about your social life? Is it about your goals? Whatever it may be. Let those thoughts arise and then just talk them out or write them down. Then as they arise, thank your subconscious mind for showing you these, and then make a note that you will deal with these or address them tomorrow after a good night's sleep. Your subconscious mind can be like an obedient servant, but your protective self, which is the main point of concern here, is that it has to know that you are safe. If it thinks that you're not aware of these anxieties, it's going to take over and try to deal with them itself, meaning you won't get to sleep. So as long as it knows that you know about these anxieties first, it will switch off because it knows you're safe. So if this feels a technique that you like to try, have a go through it and maybe test it not only one night, maybe 5 nights or 10 nights, whichever feels right for you. And you'll start to notice that your mind adapts and changes as it gets used to the exercise and wants to adapt it more for you. Because remember, we are all unique in ourselves. And also, should you want to, as you've gone through it, maybe put it in the comments below, because your experiences can help other people grow and adapt on their experiences as well. This channel is about us all coming together and grow further.